Beloved, this message has come to you by divine purpose, not by chance. God has led you to this moment, and a sacred fire is being kindled within you. There is greatness in you, something the world has yet to see. Your transformation is already unfolding, divinely orchestrated. Prepare, for your season of rising is near. God's hand is at work, even in ways you can't yet see. When His plan fully unfolds, it will amaze those who doubted you and reveal strength within you that you never knew was there. This is your confirmation. Don't stop now. The world hasn't yet seen all that God has placed in you. Being chosen comes with a price: solitude, quiet battles, and moments of stretching. But every trial, every tear, and every moment of feeling unseen is shaping you for a breakthrough so powerful, it will silence all doubts. You were never meant to stay where you were. Trust God's plan. Keep moving forward. Glory is on the horizon. Today, I'm revealing how God is unfolding your transformation, step by step, through 7 powerful stages. As you read, reflect on your own journey in these divine chapters. Before we begin, take a moment to pause, reflect, and share this message with others. Let's walk this path of purpose together. This is a word for every chosen vessel. If it stirs something deep within you, type 77 in the comments. It's not just a number, it's a declaration of faith, showing you're aligned with God's divine plan and ready to walk boldly into your blessings. Only those truly called will remain until the end, and for those who do, deeper revelations will be unveiled, sharpening your spiritual vision. The wisdom in this message unfolds in God's perfect timing. Come back to it often, as each visit will bring new insight and greater alignment between your heart, mind, and soul. What you may not understand today will speak to you tomorrow. Let this be a well you draw from as you walk with God. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Hidden Battle. Before the world sees your rise, there's a season of unseen struggles, those quiet inner battles no one talks about. It's not easy, it's not glamorous, and it's something you often carry alone. Each day, you face burdens so heavy, you wonder if you're strong enough. You put on a brave face, but inside, you're fighting a silent battle. Know this: God is strengthening you in ways no one can see. He's preparing you for what's to come. The fears, doubts, and pressures you face are not signs of failure. They are refining fires shaping your faith and character. Trust in His timing and the vision He's placed in your heart. Your dreams are not foolish. They are a glimpse of the greatness God is calling you toward. Hold on, for this struggle is not in vain. You may watch others succeed while you feel stuck, struggling to stay afloat. And it's hard to explain what you're going through. Unless someone has carried a vision in their heart while facing a reality that doesn't align, they won't truly understand. It might feel overwhelming, like you're being punished for dreaming big, but let me reassure you, this is not punishment, it's preparation. Like a seed buried in the soil, you are hidden, protected, and covered, growing in ways only God can see. Though no one applauds the hidden work beneath the surface, it is in this sacred place that your roots are growing deep, preparing you for the storms ahead. This season is shaping you, teaching patience when you want things faster, and building strength when you feel weak. Trust that God is anchoring you for the greatness He's about to reveal. When He lifts you, the elevation will be great and the blessings abundant, but so will the responsibility. This hidden struggle is not a sign you're behind. It's confirmation that you've been set apart for something divine. Keep trusting. Your time is coming. It may be sacred and still unseen by others, But when it rises, it will be undeniable. It will silence every doubt and every voice that counted you out. But for now, don't rush the process. Don't despise the refining. Embrace it, for in this hidden place, true greatness is being formed. This is where destiny is planted. Chapter 2. The Awakening. Then one day, something shifts within you. It's quiet, almost unnoticed by the world, but unmistakable to your spirit. It's the beginning of alignment, a gentle stirring where God's purpose begins to awaken in you more deeply than ever before. It starts subtly, a whisper from God saying, "You were created for more than this." What once satisfied now feels too small, like clothes that no longer fit. The comfort you once found in certain places or relationships now feels hollow. But instead of resentment, you carry revelation. God is calling you higher. You can't stay where you are. You weren't made to stay small. You were created to rise, to expand, to fulfill your purpose. You can't ignore it anymore, that quiet pull toward greater purpose. You may not see the full path, but one thing is clear. Staying where you are is no longer an option. God has stirred your spirit, and you've outgrown what once was. It's time to step into the unknown with faith, trusting Him to lead every step. You're tired of dimming your light, tired of giving to what no longer feeds your soul. In this sacred moment, something awakens, a spark ignited by God Himself. It's the beginning of your transformation, a holy remembering that you were never meant to play small or merely survive. This is your awakening. Your soul is rising, aligning with God's plan. The road ahead won't be without challenges, but from this point on, everything begins to shift. You're stepping into purpose, into boldness, into the fullness of who God created you to be. It may not solve everything at once, but it awakens something powerful within you, the warrior God placed inside of you. It reignites your faith, not just in Him, but in the purpose He's planted within you. You are not powerless. You have been given the authority to rise. God is calling you to higher ground. At first, the shift may feel isolating. Those around you might not see the change happening within you. They'll expect the old version of you, but deep inside, you know that person is fading and the new you is emerging. This awakening is the start of your divine transformation, your true glow-up. Even if no one else notices yet, even if doubt tries to creep in, the most powerful shift has already happened within your spirit. God has stirred something eternal in you, and once awakened, it cannot be silenced. This is the beginning of becoming all He created you to be. Your spirit said a quiet, powerful yes to growth, to healing, to stepping into all God has destined for you. One day soon, you'll look back and realize that what felt like a small inner shift was actually the turning point. That spark lit a flame that will illuminate your entire life. Your awakening wasn't random. It was divine. It was the beginning of a season more abundant and purposeful than you've ever imagined. Chapter 3. The Season of Silent Preparation. After awakening comes one of the most sacred and often overlooked seasons, the quiet work. It's not loud or seen, and many walk away because it feels slow and lonely. But don't be fooled. This season is holy. God is building you in silence, shaping your character, deepening your roots, and preparing you for the weight of the calling ahead. Stay faithful. What's hidden now will soon be revealed. Behind the scenes, you labor in faith, soaking in wisdom, honoring your body as God's temple, and growing stronger and more disciplined. Though it may seem slow, heaven sees every effort. This is where God refines you, preparing you for the calling ahead. You confront the wounds you've carried too long, surrendering them to God for healing. You release toxic relationships and habits that no longer serve the person God is shaping you to be. Your mind shifts as you replace lies with truth, speaking life over yourself, even on hard days. You commit to the process, praying, learning, building. You rise early to seek clarity and purpose, and you let go of distractions. This refining fire is quiet and costly, but it's birthing a strength in you that no one can take away. You keep showing up for yourself day after day, even when no one notices. You release the need to prove your worth to others and stop shrinking to fit into spaces that stifle your spirit. Instead, you steward your energy with intention, focusing on what uplifts you and aligns with God's purpose for your life. This is growth. This is maturity. Though this season may be quiet, heaven is watching, and every step of faith you take will bear fruit in its time. There are no crowds cheering, no visible rewards, just your faith, discipline, and the vision God has placed in your heart. True growth isn't loud, it's sacred and quiet. It takes root in the secret place, deep within, before it ever shows outwardly. There will be days when progress feels invisible and doubt whispers, but know this: your obedience is making a difference. Keep pressing forward. God sees you, and He is faithful. Those who walk closely with God know that the greatest victories are won in the unseen places. Quiet sacrifices lead to the loudest breakthroughs, and hidden work prepares you for the glory ahead. Stay faithful. The harvest is coming. Those lonely nights, they're building strength in you that will make you unshakable. The discipline you cultivate when no one's watching is the foundation for your God-ordained elevation. This season isn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. It's teaching you to persevere without praise, to remain focused without applause, and to stay spiritually hungry even when it feels like the world overlooks you. If you stay faithful in this quiet season, your fruit will speak for itself. Your growth will testify of God's work in your life. It all starts here, in the hidden places, in the stillness, with just you, your vision, and God. Don't resist this season. Embrace it, grow in it, and be refined by it. This is where kingdom leaders are formed, where purpose takes root, and where greatness is born. Chapter 4: The Shedding Season. There's a truth many avoid, but it's essential for transformation. You cannot rise without release. The shedding season is often painful, but it's necessary for your growth. It's the chapter that tests your strength, your identity, and your commitment to the future God is calling you into. It begins quietly. Conversations that once felt natural now seem out of place. Relationships that once brought joy start to feel distant. And piece by piece, things begin to fall away. People, habits, and situations that can't go with you into the next season. This isn't punishment, it's pruning. God is clearing the way for what's ahead, making room for greater alignment with His purpose. Though it hurts, it's holy. Letting go is never easy, but it's necessary for stepping into the divine future He has for you. You begin to see clearly. Some relationships that once mattered no longer align with the person God is awakening in you. They were part of an earlier chapter, tied to the version of you who hadn't yet embraced her true worth, her voice, or her boundaries. As you rise, these connections can't go with you. It's painful to release them, but it's a sign of your growth. God is calling you higher, and not everything or everyone can join you on this journey. Though it hurts to let go of old habits and relationships, know this: you're not losing yourself. You're shedding the old layers that no longer serve your purpose. What feels like loss is divine preparation for the greater purpose God is leading you toward. The shedding process is painful because it's like walking through a divine rebirth. Letting go of toxic relationships and habits that once brought comfort but now hinder your growth can feel like loss. But in reality, you're making space for the new version of yourself that God is calling you to become. You cannot step into your next season or fulfill your purpose while carrying the weight of what no longer serves you. God is preparing you for something greater, and sometimes that requires a divine pruning. This season is about making room for a renewed mindset, new habits, and the abundant life God has planned for you. To rise, you must release what's holding you back. God is calling you to let go so you can soar into the new season He has prepared for you, free, unburdened, and ready for the purpose He's placed within you. Letting go is never easy. It's painful and can feel like you're falling apart. But understand this: it's essential for your growth and elevation. Releasing the old makes space for the new season God has designed for you. Some people, habits, and situations had to be released because they weren't meant to go where God is taking you. Though it hurts, trust that God is clearing the path for something better. This process is necessary for your transformation. You can't rise to new heights while holding on to what keeps you stuck. Embrace the shedding season with grace, even when it's difficult. Let go of the old so the new version of you can emerge. In time, you'll realize that what seemed like loss was actually your divine preparation for the greater purpose God has ahead for you. Chapter 5: The Unseen Transformation. One day you realize you've changed, not in loud, obvious ways, but deep within. There's a peace in you now, a calm strength rooted in God. You no longer react from fear or chaos. You respond with wisdom and grace. Quietly, God has been transforming you, shaping you into who He always intended you to be. The noise that once rattled you no longer holds power. You guard your peace, rise above the distractions, and walk in clarity. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You know who you are in Christ, and that identity anchors you. You're discerning, steady, and aligned with your purpose. This is transformation. This is growth. This is God's hand at work in you. You've learned from every trial, and now you carry that wisdom like armor. What once shook you no longer touches your spirit. You've grown stronger, standing firm in the truth God has planted within you. The voices that used to cause doubt no longer have a place in your heart. You've built a foundation rooted in His Word, one that cannot be moved. You now walk in a quiet confidence, not born of arrogance, but of a deep, unshakable knowing of who you are in Christ. The journey has refined you. You've raised your standards, no longer accepting less than what God has promised. You've released old habits, negative voices, and environments that no longer align with your purpose. What once drained you, you now walk away from without hesitation, because peace has become your priority and God your anchor. The transformation within you is undeniable. It's not just in how you look, but in how you move, with grace, strength, and purpose. You guard your spirit, choose your battles wisely, and invest your energy only where God leads. Others may not fully understand the change, but they can feel it. Your presence now carries power, peace, and clarity. You'll soon find yourself back in spaces that once made you feel small, not to prove anything, but to simply be who God has made you to be. You won't need to announce your return. Your growth, your healing, and the light God placed within you will speak for itself. You've outgrown the need for validation because you know that God has already affirmed your worth. And those who once doubted you, they'll see the strength, wisdom, and favor that was being cultivated in the quiet places. They'll realize they overlooked a miracle in progress. But you won't carry bitterness, only peace. Because this journey wasn't about revenge, it was about redemption. It was about rising, healing, and stepping into your divine calling. Your story is living proof that pain can become power and survival can transform into purpose. You didn't just grow, you evolved. You became who God always intended you to be. And when you look back, it won't be with pride, but with gratitude, saying, "Look at what the Lord has done." This is your season, a season of strength, clarity, and divine fulfillment. You are walking in the light of God's promises, unapologetically and without fear. This transformation wasn't about becoming someone else. It was about embracing your true self, the person God always knew you could be. You didn't chase approval or create a false image of success. You released everything that wasn't authentically you. And in doing so, you revealed the strength, wisdom, and purpose that were always within you. Your journey wasn't about proving others wrong. It was about unveiling the greatness that God had already placed inside you. Every setback, betrayal, and delay was simply a part of His divine plan, shaping you into the woman you are today. Every challenge, every tear, every moment of doubt you faced, none of it was in vain. Even when it seemed like the world was against you, God was quietly working in the background, preparing you for something greater. Each trial, each season of waiting, was a part of His divine plan, shaping you into the person He always intended you to be. Stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you ever imagined. Your pain, your solitude, your moments of uncertainty, they all had a purpose. God wasn't punishing you, He was positioning you for greatness. You were chosen by the Creator, set apart for a higher calling. The light you carry is unique, and no darkness can ever diminish it. You are a reflection of His love, a testament to His faithfulness. Your transformation isn't just possible, it's inevitable. As you step into your purpose, the world will see what God has been preparing in you. You've always known you were meant for something extraordinary, and now that time has come.